Chess is a game Indians are good at. But when it comes to the top level, there is only Viswanathan Anand. On the international stage, Indian chess began and ended with that 5-letter name for almost 3 decades. As Anand finds himself in a semi-retired stage, the situation seems to be changing. At the age of 53, the 5-time world champion is still ranked 9th in the world. But he has been overtaken by an Indian. After almost 30 years, there is another player from the country at the candidates tournament. For the first time, there are 3 Indians in the men's top 20. And they are doing it as a pack. News of 4 Indians reaching the World Cup quarterfinals created ripples. Comparatively quietly, the men's and women's teams won bronze in the Chess Olympiad last year. Youngsters driving this surge is the best part. D. Gukesh, R. Praggnanandhaa, Arjun Erigaisi are at the forefront. There are more in the making. Of the 5 Indians in the men's top 30, except for Anand, one is 29, the other 3 are 20, 18 and 17.
Be world champion. This golden generation, your words, can they do that, you think?
Look, again, they have the potential to do it. Whether they'll do it, we'll see. But when you have 4 horses in the race, your odds go up. And when you have 8 or 10, even more. So on the boys' side, I'm almost certain it'll happen because there are so many of them. Right at this moment, Prag is the top contender. Gukesh still has to qualify with candidates, but very good chances. And then a little bit behind Arjun with it. A lot of them can still join. But with the girls, I would like to see India come in a big way. Again, we are finding some interesting talents, and the Tata Steel Chess India is one place where we uncover them. Vaishali won last year, Divya won this year, so it gives them a platform to showcase, and that's nice. Again, mostly good things, and we'll see where it leads.
If the 17-year-old Gukesh has made better progress in the rating list, Praggnanandhaa has hit the headlines more often. Hailed as a wonder kid since he was 10, he became a household name after the World Cup. The 18-year-old beat the world number 2 and 3 before losing the final in a tiebreaker against number 1 Magnus Carlsen. This bull run lifted him to a career best 19th in the rankings. Other than being exceptionally talented and hard-working, Praggnanandhaa is a tenacious opponent. There were tough situations in the World Cup where he fought back, showing resilience and the acumen to think quickly under pressure. This Chennai boy looks on course to becoming the next big thing from India. In fact, he thinks he can be the best in 4-5 years.
How do you handle pressure? Because in the game and outside of it?
I don't think I'm that great of a pressure handler. I would say I don't react so easily, but also at times I can do it. So I just try not to read social media during the match. I think that's a way to keep some pressure out. But during the game there will be a lot of pressure. You just have to handle it to get it off.
So there is one level of pressure of expectations, and the other level is on the board. So you mean to say that you completely shut yourself out during tournaments?
I try to most of the time. I try not to read social media, and I think that definitely helps.
Gukesh's performance in the World Cup got overshadowed by Praggnanandhaa's giant-killing run. But his movement in the rating list has been rapid. From 81st in May last year to 8th in 16 months is a phenomenal rise. He won an individual gold medal at the Chess Olympiad and performed beyond his age at the World Cup. It took a Carlsen to halt his march in the quarterfinals. But now begins a new phase of his career. Expectations will be high, his game will be analysed more thoroughly, and the pressure to perform will increase. Gukesh thinks he is ready for the big boys.
I've been used to handling expectations for already some time. It's nothing new. I've made some progress which I'm happy about, but it's still a long way to go on. Yeah, I have high expectations of myself. So, yeah, I've learned how to handle it.
Vidit Gujrati was the oldest of the Indian quarterfinalists at the World Cup. Aged 29, he has seen from close quarters the generation immediately after Anand and the upcoming group. He is one of the few Indians to maintain his position just outside the top 15 or 20 for about 5 years. Before the emergence of the teenagers, Vidit was India's brightest hope. The world number 27 thinks the overall standard of Indian chess has improved. The ecosystem is more competitive for the new crop. They learn early that professional sport is about the survival of the fittest. This makes them better competitors. According to Vidit, this bunch has benefited also from the advancements made in India in structured coaching and exposure.
Because in everyone's mind, already India is considered the favorite in any tournament they play. Even the spectator-wise, I think the buzz is all in India compared to Europe or USA. So India is becoming not only powerhouse with the talent, but also with the spectator and the entire environment around it. Just I think one thing which is missing is probably more tournaments happening in India. Still, the majority of events happen in Europe. So this is a great event which is happening in Calcutta, but we need more like this. And then we don't know what will happen. It's something good for sure.
There was a time when Pentala Harikrishna was tipped to make the big league. The first junior world champion from India after Anand, he reached a career best of number 10 when he was 30. Now at 37, he remains a strong player, rated 31st in the world. Harikrishna believes India is already a superpower, and there is substance to back that claim. India is second after the USA in country-wise rankings.
Now, India, as you said, Indians have made progress, and India is number 2 average. Country rating wise, India is number 2 behind US. And has India become a superpower in chess, or India is about to become a superpower in chess?
I think India is already a superpower in chess. You can see that from various results from many youngsters, be it the World Cup or the Olympiad or every event we have been dominating. And I think the one thing which is missing, or let's say which is the ultimate, is the World Cup. And I hope that someone from India among the youngsters will bring it back to India.
Things are not as good but getting better in women's chess. Koneru Humpy and D. Harika continue to be the leading lights, and India has not produced grandmasters from the women's side after these two. But there has been progress. A first ever medal at the Olympiad testifies that, and Praggnanandhaa's sister R. Vaishali is a player to watch out for. Other than her, Divya Deshmukh won the rapid title at the Tata Steel event in Kolkata. This rise of the youngsters is needed to carry forward the legacy of Humpy and Harika.
It's been a long time at the top for you. You've been at the top level since close to 20 years now. And when you, although a long time your career is still to come, do you sometimes look back and think that what kind of a pioneering role you have played in women's chess in India?
I think my best was in the years 2006 to 2009, where I was able to win the Asian Games gold medal. and also I crossed the 2.6 mark. In around 2014-15, I kind of dropped my rating points, but still I continue to win some of the major tournaments once in a while, and I became the world rapid champion in 2018. Yeah, I did. I think I have made some mark in the women chess to, for the next generation to take up.
We see the standard of Indian chess improving every day. There are lots of young players coming up. But in the women's sections, we haven't had a Grandmaster after you, which was in 2011. So that's been quite some time. 12 years we haven't had another. So does it show that the progress in the women's section has somewhat got stagnated, or there's some catching up to do?
No, of course, it's definitely much slow comparatively to men. But I think every sport has this, that at some point it will start doing well. So maybe these years weren't for chess, and now I think many youngsters coming. Of course, if you see there are many youngsters playing here, I think it's a good opportunity for them. So definitely I think in near future we will see more women coming up really strong.
Overall, there is no doubt that the future looks great. The growth is happening at a fast pace, but with this come new challenges.
It's very difficult to identify these things. Clearly, when I started out my career, there was a lot of things I had to do by myself. Same thing. Harika, for instance, eventually figure out you have to travel to the best tournaments, play in all the best leagues, compete there. By the way, he is not far behind me. So certainly he's much older, but he's not far behind. And I think something has clicked now. It's in the sense that standards in India have caught up with everywhere else. So, and still I don't want to explain this only in general terms. You must give credit to the individuals. This is a very talented group of individuals. Whether they outperform the previous generations, up to them, and we'll see. But we have a talented generation of individuals. We have a lot of it has happened post-pandemic. And the pandemic was a very good time for chess, not only in the world, but especially in India. So they benefited a lot from that. There's more support, more interest, all these things, can help you positively. But again, they are a talented group of individuals. They are not explained anyway. I think a vision follows your results. If you have good results, at every stage, like I was at every stage, I wanted the next thing. But if my previous thing was high enough, you look further. Kind of goes like that. So I think a mission follows. Once they spend the World Championship, they will want it. But they're very focused on getting each candidate right to all that. And I think that's why already one of them is there.
And there you heard the message. It takes a lot to reach a respectable position, and it takes a lot more to get better. These kids have made a wonderful start, but in order to fulfill that promise, they have a long way to go. But again, as they say, a beginning has been made and the momentum is with India.